Welcome to the Creative Real Estate Agent Podcast with your host, Joe Derilus. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're listening this from, wherever you're watching this from. I wish you a happy Tuesday. I wish you a terrific Tuesday. How about that? A terrific Tuesday. But once again, the Creative Real Estate Agent Podcast is all about highlighting, promoting, and showcasing real estate agents that are creative. Okay. Now, some are very creative in the very artistic way. Some are very creative with just marketing ideas and methods and tactics. Some great guerrilla marketing methods and ideas and strategies. At the same time, you have some who do the artistic thing, like singing, like rapping, like acting, and dancing. Yes, dancing. Dancing is part of it. Is part of it. And you're probably wondering, dancing, how would an agent use dancing to kind of set themselves apart in real estate? Yeah, it's possible. And it's being done. It's being done by many agents. In fact, it's being done by one agent here in Central Florida specifically. His name is Rodrigo Marsal, and he is the Dancing Realtor, okay? The Dancing Realtor. Now, before we get to Rodrigo here, I want to say this. So far, we've interviewed different types of agents, different type of creative agents, of different sorts of creativity, because at the end of the day, creativity, first of all, it's personal. It's personal. You have to figure out what are you creative at as an agent? What can you bring to the table that will not only showcase your personality, showcase you as a person, and then what can you do that will set yourself apart, right? Again, we know the traditional ways. You knock on doors, call expired, call FISBOs, make 1,000 calls a day. That's great. But it is 2021, and the market is a lot smarter. The market is a lot more personal. People they still do want to do business with whom they like, trust, know, like, and trust. But how are they going to like you if they don't really know you? All right. And how can you bring your personality, your creativity into your business, integrate it to where it's fun, it's innovative, it's creative? So without any further ado, I want to introduce you guys today to Rodrigo, the Dancing Realtor Marsal, right here in Central Florida. Rodrigo, what's going on?
Thank you for having me on your show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Rodrigo, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us where you're located, where is your business or your farming area right now, and tell me a little bit about your background and everything.
Absolutely. Well, let me start with. I guess I'll start with my background first before I tell you where I'm located here in Central Florida. So my background, I'm actually a fifth degree black belt. That's what I done in the past. Grew up in the martial arts world. I trained since I was young, and I was forced by my parents to do so. So apparently I had a lot of energy, so I needed to channel that energy, and I hated martial arts in the beginning, but then later on in life I actually started to enjoy it, and it became actually a really passion of mine, and combined with my dancing, which was in my in my blood. I'm from South America, I'm from Paraguay, so the whole dancing thing was always in me, right? So combining dance, arts, it was just an art that I just, that's some break dance. That's what the break dancing for me came along. I done just recently. I posted a video or did a flip, and it's been a while since I like that flip. And man, it was I was hurting.
You did a flip, okay? I don't think I've seen that one.
You haven't seen that one, but anyway, so that's what it was martial arts. Dancing, which was in my blood. I own martial arts studios. before real estate, and then just but before between the martial arts and the dancing, I was trying to pursue the dancing first. Martial arts was just like a passion of mine that I developed throughout the years,
Yeah.
and then dance like my main focus. I wanted to be a full-time dancer. Like, I wanted to move to LA, New York, and just follow that dream. And then, things happen for a reason. Everything shifted. But that didn't take, that didn't happen. I actually tried out America's Got Talent with a dance crew of mine here in Orlando.
Oh
We
wow.
did Got Talent. So we didn't make it that far, but hey, it was just the experience. We did a lot of UCF opening shows, and
Nice.
all over Orlando. Sunday nights was we had, what was this called, House of Blues. It was
Yeah.
for all
Yep.
House of Blues here in Orlando. So that's my background, martial arts and dancing, and that's why here now I'm in Central Florida. Real estate just came on an accident. It
Yeah.
wasn't
Tell me
never.
about that. When did you start? When did you start? I guess when did you get into real estate?
So I got my license back in 2019.
Okay.
It was actually no, October of 2019. That's when I got my license. But I didn't do anything until April of 2020. Right when the pandemic happened, that's when I started to go full time.
Wow.
So again, real estate was never in my radar to even pursue.
Hmm.
It was I was coming back from Spain because my life was actually my family and I, we were moving to Spain, Barcelona,
Hmm.
and that didn't work out. So we ended up moving back to the States, and we came back. I went back to martial arts for a little bit, just because that's what I know very well.
Hmm.
And then I just wasn't feeling anymore because when I was owning my martial arts studios, and it took the passion of the martial arts when I was being a business owner, and I just said I need to do something different. And that's when my wife was like, "What about real estate?" I said, "You know what? I think I would be a great real estate agent." Sure enough, she signed me up for the class. I did the 1 week, Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did it, passed the test, and then I was all right. Now what?
Yeah. Yeah. So you got your license.
Yeah.
You pretty much you get with a brokerage and you started. What was the kind of the initial sort of marketing things that you were doing to generate business, and when the dancing became part of that?
So obviously, I don't know much. I didn't know much about real estate. So right when I started, it was basically just follow what everybody's doing, right? Do the calls, do the follow-ups, farm, do this, do that. And I was doing that. I was making like 1,000 calls a day, and I was getting some leads here and there. I got my first closing from a cold call. In April, actually, as soon as I joined this brokerage, from all the calls that he was making me do, I got my first call. I was like, "Oh, this is great," but obviously, it took some time. But then after that, I was just following what everybody's doing, and in my head, I'm like, everybody does the same thing.
Right.
How am I standing out? How do people are going to remember me?
Hmm.
So I just started dancing for fun because I love dancing. And I just posted a video here and there, and I call myself, the dancing realtor. I started doing open houses and I started dancing,
Yeah.
and then I began to engage what I was doing. And I was like, okay. I didn't think of much to it until one day I was out with doing some showings, and this agent was like, "Oh, you're the dancing realtor, right?" And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, maybe I'm onto something,
Right.
maybe." People don't know who Rodrigo is, but they sure know who the dancing realtor is. So I just took it from there. Whenever I heard that, you know what? I'm going to just take this to another level and just see where it goes, because I love dancing. I
Yeah.
love just going out meeting people. And what best way for them to recognize me than my first and last name? Because, everybody just goes by the first and last. I'm like, I got to do different. So sure enough, I stick with it. And I was just in a network event last Wednesday. Here comes this title company owner. He's like, "You're the dancing realtor, right?" I was like, "Yeah." "You're the realtor I followed." I was like,
Wow,
"What?"
that's awesome. And
Yeah.
that's the key thing right there is just, differentiating yourself from the crowd. Um, bringing you and showing you, because yes, this industry has a lot to do with the houses, square footage, number of bedrooms, and acreage, and all of that. But at the end of the day, it's a people business, right? It's a we're dealing with people, and people are dealing with us as a person first. So it's people want to they want to know you, So when you bring your personality into it, there's more of a connection beyond just the transaction, and people just want to have a good experience, and some people they want to dance with you all the way to the closing table, right? So it's great that you provide that.
Hey, well, like, are we doing a dance?
Hey, that would be nice. That would be nice. So you've now pretty much branding yourself as the dancing realtor. Do
That's it.
you what was the first dance that you did? And also I've seen that you're pretty active on TikTok, and later on we're gonna share some examples. We're gonna show the people some moves and things like that. What was the first dance that you did, and that made you realize, this is catching on?
Well, my first one, my first dance was like I just finished an open house
Hmm.
for this for one of the listings of my brokerage, and I just put this Snoop Dogg song and I started doing the crip walk, and I was like, just doing that, and I was just like, man, and I did the Michael Jackson right after, and people go, "Oh my God, you gotta do more of that." And sure enough, that's what it was. It started with the crip walk into the Michael Jackson, and then from there it was all full work. And I was like, okay. So every time I would record myself walking into my open house, doing my little full work, little James
Hmm.
Brown full work, and that's all I did first. It was from Michael Jackson to James Brown to Snoop Dogg dances, and yeah, from there I was, I put the phone down and I just recorded myself.
Nice, nice. So how do you come up with the type of dance that you're gonna do, or the music, or even the style of dancing? Because I've seen you do from like hip hop type dancing to salsa to more of some of the I guess you might even say I think TikTok dance is like a genre of itself now, right? With the move and the hands and all that. So I've seen you do all types of them. So how do you kind of pick which one to do and when?
To be honest, it's not. It's just whatever I feel. You ever like just wake up and you just want to hear that type of music, or you just feel that vibe, and it's just whatever mood I'm in that day. I'm like, man, today
Got
I
it.
want to salsa, and sure enough, I put a video and I salsa. Oh, I heard a house. I mean, so I don't really pick and choose. Now, when it comes to TikTok, what I will do, I'll pick one of the trending songs and I'll just dance to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
When it comes to just posting that dance of what I want to do, I'll just pick whatever I feel in that day, and that's what I do. But
Okay.
yeah, man.
So you were a martial art artist, and obviously you went through the training and everything for that. Now, when it comes to dancing, do you have any sort of? I know you said it's in your blood, but some of the moves I've seen, like you must have had some kind of lesson or something, right? Or it's just all natural.
Streets. No, I will go. Like I said, I never had a professional lesson.
Mm,
It's all man. Let's meet up with the boys in their garage and just bust it down.
nice.
Trying to figure out, hey, follow me, do this, and I'll follow them. And that's basically how I started to become more on the hip hop, lock, and pop, and just that part. Like I said, I now I'm taking classes
Hmm.
now that after everything, because I like to go to class. I just went to hip hop class the other day.
Nice.
It was, and I felt off because, I'm not into like class because I was, man, I know I can dance and I know I got rhythm. Why is this so hard?
Yeah.
So, but hey, just like anything, it's a muscle memory. I just do it over and over, and just because I can do freestyle very well. I can freestyle just whatever my body remembers.
Mm-hmm.
The choreo now is a little harder.
Got you. So now, have you gotten any sort of requests from people to say, hey, can you do this dance, or can you try this dance, or can you dance to this song?
All the time.
What has been one of your, I guess, one of your favorites so far, like your favorite request that you've gotten from somebody out there?
Definitely Michael Jackson. When they're like, hey, can you do some Michael Jackson? And who doesn't love Michael? So that was always my to-go-to.
Yeah.
And so when people say, hey, can you do the Michael Jackson? I was like, for sure. Let's go.
Nice. Okay. So, well, we've talked about it a bit. Now, I think we're ready to actually see some examples. What do you think?
Hey, let's do it.
Okay. So let's see if I can pull this up here. Basically right off of my phone here. All right, we're gonna see from the dancing realtor himself, and basically I'm gonna play it very quickly, and they're very short, but I want you to kind of explain to me exactly, kind of what were you thinking, what was the purpose behind it, and also I know some of them also have a message. Sometimes you're educating through those dances and the videos. Just kind of talk about that a little bit. So let's see if this actually gonna work here. And oh, there it is. There it is. So let's see this first one here. All right, pull it up on here. All right. So this one says, when no one shows up to your open house. So is this what you do when no one shows up to your open house?
But last year when no one went out, that was during the pandemic. So hey, I did like one person shot. That's it. But that was funny. Yeah, that's what I do. When people don't show up or show up, I'll probably still dance.
Gotcha. And that's something that's pretty that's a pretty interesting thing. I think people probably don't realize that open houses there, it's almost unpredictable in a way, because you could have one where 100 people show up, and then even the next day or at the same time, and no one shows up, right? Mm-hmm. But it's also a good opportunity where if you're there from 1 to 4, 12 to 4, which those are the times we typically do open houses, and you could bring a book, you bring a movie, you bring your Netflix, and or you can catch up on some paperwork and some follow-up and things like that. So a lot of things can happen at open houses, and dancing is one of them. So let's get to the next one. Let me see the next one here. The next one that I have is, it says here, I guess this one is kind of explaining what's happening through a transaction in the realtor's mind, and just how they're feeling, and then when they get to the closing. So let's see. That's right. So explain to me with that one. So transaction is happening. It's a lot of things going on.
So, hey, again, I'm still new, right? Mm-hmm. And that was actually, and I think on my first, I want to say the first 5 deals I did in my career, it was not smooth at all. It still is not smooth. I mean, very hardly.
Almost, yeah, every time.
So I just, nobody ever told me like, hey, you should worry about this, you should think about this, and I'm just like, man. So that's why I was like, I gotta explain to people because people think it's literally just 30, 45 days, just meet you at the closing table and that's it. No, I mean, we don't just get you on a contract and we see you at the closing table. That's not how it works.
Nope.
So it's just to explain to people that hey, we do a lot more than that.
Yes, yes. All right. This next one here is probably one of my favorites. And then I'm actually gonna get you to tell me, one of your favorites. But here's this one. So this lead had, they already have a realtor, but once you told them you were the dancing realtor, they made their choice.
Yeah.
So has that happened like for real in real life? Or, really? Wow, nice. How did that go exactly?
Well, because it was this particular client was already working. And I asked the question, well, are you married to this agent? Do you have a relationship with this agent? You've been working for a while? No, I just met him. I said, well, that was my chance. Well, nice. What I take me out.
Mm-hmm. Hey, whatever will win that client over. So let me see if I can pull up your page here and see if I can find a real like a one where you help me out. Tell me which one I should go with here.
So keep going. There's one that it went a little viral, I guess. If you keep going, it's just me dancing. It was with the blue jacket, the Italian jacket. If you keep scrolling down, I mean, there's so many good ones there that I'm like, man, I just like. Oh, right there. Go back. That's another one. When I went to my closing, the one. I don't know if you can see it. It's the one after the yellow shirt.
Oh, this one here?
Let me see.
This one?
Yeah. That was after closing.
I was like, hey, I'll be dancing after the closing too. Maybe not with moves like that, but I'll be dancing after the closing as well. Let's see this one here. Love it, man. So what has this done? Have you seen sort of a drastic difference from when you were kind of doing the traditional stuff and until you just decided to go full out and branding yourself as the dancing realtor? I mean, your TikTok handle is the dancing realtor, your Instagram handle is the dancing realtor as well, right? Everything is the dancing realtor. So have you seen a kind of a big difference in just business and just people recognizing you, and what has that done for your business?
Man, I'm telling you, and I'm not just saying this just because I'm saying it. It has helped me not only because obviously the goal is to connect with clients and show my personality so they can like me, or just if I'm a good fit for them, then great, just because I'm just me, and I know that I'm gonna do whatever I can to build that relationship. But overall, it just has expanded into connections and relationships outside of just clients, but realtors, like yourself or anybody, investors, and just overall people from out of state. I'm getting all my followers on Instagram. I know it's not a lot, but to me it is because it's all organically, and they're all realtors from all over the state. Just to me, it was like, man, this is cool. They're reaching out to me. They're sending me DMs like, hey, love your post, love your energy. So it just I'm building still this myself, my brand, because at the end of the day, any realtor, real estate agent, we know we're our own marketing,
Right.
right? So how do you want to be known as is the thing. But it has helped me to this point. Any event I go, and even I will say this, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but just the connections when now with this crazy market, we have the connections with listing agents. Hey, it does help a little bit if you know that listing agent,
Right.
you
Right.
know. So that absolutely, man. I think me going full on the dancing realtor rather than Rodrigo. I know, and I'm just getting started. I
Yeah.
tell you that, just getting started.
Yeah. I mean,
I missed the opportunity, the huge opportunity. You sent me this invite,
yeah, I did.
and I'm like, I pulled my hand. I went to play soccer, so I pulled my hamstring. So I was out of commission.
Oh wow.
I could have just went and just used my upper body, but that was a great opportunity to show who I was or who I am.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
I told
Yeah.
Sean, so let me know next time, and I'm there.
Yeah. I actually had Sean on the podcast last week, and I kind of showed his video. So Sean Romano, if you can look him up, he actually hosted an event called Realtors Got Talent, where pretty much it was kind of similar to this for realtors to kind of showcase their creativity and talents, and I recommended the dancing realtor here to to kind of go out there and show some of his moves, but unfortunately he pulled a hammy. Couldn't make it. So let me ask you this: so what would you, I guess, advise realtors out there who want to kind of step out and do something differently, but for whatever reason, either it could be fear or it just could be, I wouldn't say a lack of creativity, but just not having really found their lane to get creative in their business. What would you advise them?
It's funny because I just spoke with my team about this, here, and they always say, "Oh, but you dance, so it's just so easy. You connect with dance." I'm like, well, you gotta find something. And how do you step out of that? I literally just told my team, I said, "Look, just literally just be you on the camera, be who you are, and find what you love. What is something that you love to do, just whether it's traveling, cooking, or whatever. Just show some tips. That, hey, look, go to restaurants, and since you love food, something that kind of connects to what you love besides real estate,
Yeah.
and do that over and over and over, and people are gonna come to you for tips and recommendations, and hey, can I see more of this? Can I see more of that? And then eventually that turns into clients, and clients turns into relationship, long term relationship. So it's like it's just that. That's my feedback to, or my advice to everybody. Just find something that you enjoy and show it to the world. Just show it.
Awesome, man. That's great. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to add to that. It's really just find what it is that's uniquely you, and and find a way to integrate it into your business. So, Rodrigo, I guess tell us, so where can we see more of your videos dancing? What are your social media handles and platforms that you're on? Where can the people find you? Not just to steal your moves, but also to for you to help them in sell or buy or invest in real estate.
Absolutely. Well, easy enough. I'm the dancing realtor of Florida. And Instagram. I'm the dancing realtor in TikTok. I'm the dancing realtor on Facebook. Here and there you'll find my first and last name, but at the end of the day, is if you Google the dancing realtor, I'm pretty sure this page right here will come up.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm located here mainly like when we talk. I didn't say this earlier, but I'm in the Orlando area, right by Sand Lake and Yon Yon, real close to Hunter's Creek, Dr. Phillips area. but I'm focused everywhere. I just had an offer. This is just me. Not everybody will do this. Drive the 2 hours, but I even go all the way to Tampa, man.
Yeah.
Tampa. Look, I'm here to help, and at
Yep.
the end of the day, I'm still new, and I'm learning so much about what Florida has to offer.
Hmm.
So I don't cut myself short. So look, I know for a lot of agents this might be too much, but look, I'm here to also still learn and provide you the best service I can, just like yourself.
Awesome. With while dancing. It's gonna dance your way to the closing table. Rodrigo, man, thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your gift and your talents and your creativity with us here on the Creative Real Estate Agent Podcast. And yeah, man, thank you. Thanks a lot. I wish you the best. And yeah, go break a leg.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for having me on your show. Wish you nothing but success as well. You have a wonderful day, and thank you everybody for watching.
All right. Well, everybody, this is it. This is the show for today. Make sure you tune in next Tuesday at 11 a.m. for another episode of the Creative Real Estate Agent Podcast right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, and soon on LinkedIn. All right. You guys have a good afternoon.
All right.